Hey everybody, it is the Shadow Knight, and welcome back to some more Fallout New Vegas. No new mods today. No, well, this time. No new mods this time. The only reason why I'm playing this pretty early is mainly because of the fact that I have to get off in an hour. So
5:30, so like now. Where in the world is that list thing that was here?
all right. So
Took it off.
let's go and let's make progress by going to the think tank and talking with the scientists. So we're gonna go from left to right. So first we'll start with Dr. O.
Breaking news. Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose unknown, undefinable. Its presence here impossible.
I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco Tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What? My Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco Tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and will last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Damn Robco.
Well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, straining his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down. I just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Doesn't sound impressive. Breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
If they kept confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Alright, so you want me to call you Zero, or?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
I had other questions. Alright, hold on. I want to talk to you about your name. If you want to differentiate the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0. Draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there is power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. And make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, 0? Got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
To Scrub Electronics. Certainly is interesting. Whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Tell me about Mobius and these monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
I need more of those worthless caps to test the CIU barter's functions upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
And thus, Dr. Zero has been completed. Next, we have Dr. Dala. She's an interesting one.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over to the lazy paladin?
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
You've spoken enough.
Until
And now we do a lot more leveling up.
Oh, come on!
What happened? Oh.
Thing's made of glass and I knock it off because it's sitting here.
Did you cut yourself?
I need that.
You needed that?
No. That's what mommy's gonna then say. I needed that.
Oh. Actually, what am I doing? There. Hey, Dr. Dalla.
and you return.
Looping gesture. Hold on, wait.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Looping gesture of greeting?
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
What recursive behavior patterns are you talking about?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
I can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What? Nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated
I
me.
think I got most of it.
I don't
got
know
all
what
of
it
it.
is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Well, I don't know. We had two of them. I can't find the other one, so we had one.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking.
Which means that we can't. Well, we can't.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I can come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Thank you, Lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Oh, that was uncomfortable. Who are you? What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity
Where are you going?
and advanced curiosity.
Make supper.
That is merely
Mom,
schooling,
what's
however,
wrong?
when possible.
Calm down, Mom.
I'm
No.
calm. You wanna see me not calm?
I mean, I've seen you not calm, but this is not calm.
I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
211 doctorates? How's that even possible?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head chief researcher. A lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality.
Bezzy, just put on shoes.
We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go.
Exactly
I do
why.
not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Why did you remove my brain, and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skimbelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I feel strange in here. Peaceful, but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
I had other questions.
An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help. How the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the...
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
Why did you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
What happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Have any other questions? Okay, that's we've spoken enough.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Now let's go back to Dr. Zero.
Predictable. A lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Elijah. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
I think it's spoken long enough. So Elijah, Christine, and this mysterious courier? So we could talk to Dr. Klein, but we will now go over here and talk to Boris.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Contained at Big Mountain? Those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Go ahead, you might make me more fertile or impregnate me.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright. When did you create cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the Tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
I want to know more about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
That fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Could you tell me about the Big Mountain?
It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore, so the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their community or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
I had other questions.
Submit
Never mind, we've spoken enough.
until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
And then next up, we have Dr. 8. What was that? The voice module got damaged, I heard, in an attack. That, is too bad, or good, or something. I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers. No. Can I ask you some questions? Your damaged voice module. Can you tell me about the attack? I didn't catch that. It'd be part of the damage. Who are you? Sounds important, I think. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? Alright. Just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me about these technologies Klein wants? You sound agitated. Or you're percolating, or something. Hey, after listening a bit, that's Robcode Termlink Protocol you're broadcasting, right? I'm just full of surprises. Nice pun on the header file. Nice pun on the header file ref. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. If that's a Robcode Termlink protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. Wait, hold on. If that's Termlink code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. About when I first arrived, can you tell me you didn't sonjaculate into my sonic emitter? Well, at least there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk about it over time? Or can we at least talk it over next time? Now we know each other better. Can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Really? Huh. And now finally, Dr. Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
You seem like the one in charge. You are...
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Alright, what?
First of all, Elmo got the vaccine, and I kind of think that his dad and mom divorced.
Where is this coming from?
The commercial. Because the dad was like, or Elmo was like, I'm happy I got the vaccine with my dad and my little baby, but what about his mom?
Interesting.
Deep lore right there.
Deep lore. These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence? Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
I have other questions for you. I think there's nothing else interesting about him.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Can we talk with Dr. Zero? Because he's actually one of my favorites in this. Never mind. Okay, and now with that, we make our way outside. Into Big Mountain. Also, the reason why it's called the Big Empty is because Big MT, empty, empty. Isn't that kind of cool? while outside, find blue grass. Oh, I also forgot. I think it's gonna be blue for this. So they have a lobotomite mask and a patient gown. Let's change to the hollow rifle. A proton axe. Bonus damage versus robots and power armor. Now there are multiple places to go to. There's 3 places to go to. We're gonna go to the Y-17 medical facility. And also, assuming that I finished Dead Money. Just to, make this better. If we come across any coffee mugs, or toasters, we are grabbing them. There's a big reason why. Trust me. Oh, Robodogs. Police cyber dogs. So while we're doing this, you know what? Hold on. Find an elevator with a strange symbol on it. A red symbol of what looks to be the Fallout version of the American flag. A Valence Ratty Accentuator. It grants health regeneration. What? It's a freaking halo. That's what it is. It's a halo. But it makes me bald, so that's a little eh. But whatever. Sync Project Autodock. That is a personality module.
Looks exactly the same.
Find a terminal here. Sierra Madre test case. I heard one of the eggs mentioned that whether Sinclair knew it or not, the Sierra Madre would be a test case for the Autodock and the innovative toxins research. Maybe they were joking, but even that kind of a joke sent a chill down my spine. If I got poisoned by one of these toxins, no way would I crawl inside one of the Y-17 Autodocks. Here if my life depended on it. The medical tech for those trauma suits alone makes me wish they erased their research. The suits do more thinking than the people inside them.
Oh, and then it's gonna end up being
Sierra Madre. I'm starting to think that I went out of order.
I hope I didn't leave my giant robo-scorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
Radiation. Boomtown target zone. Saturnite. Interesting. Call of Victory. Leveled up. Okay, there. You almost have max swords. DNA preservation. I think yeah, let's go in here. Why not? Wow, great shot. I think Vance's 9mm would actually help a lot. Sorry. Hi.
Alright, Christopher. You for a while.
Alright, whatever. I don't care. Throwing proton axe. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Alright, so this is apparently where they did the experiments on the Night Stalkers. So this is an immediate no thank you.
Mighty think tank, still cowering in your dome? Cower, you fools. Cower.
They have a Saturnite Fist. Increased attack speed. So that's Mobius's dome. This reminds me of a Roblox game. I don't remember what it was called though. But it was pretty fun for a time. The Mega Hydraulics. Hydroponics? Magneto-hydraulics complex. It's a $5 word right there. What's this? It's for the sink. I don't know what I was expecting. This is my least favorite part of the area. Because of these things. Looks like that's a Mark III. Oh, it's right here. The biological research station. I don't know what I was expecting. Next, we have, so yeah, this is gonna be our side effect, our side stuff, so we can implement all the characters in the sync, and then we'll start going for the actual stuff, because this is gonna be a semi-long DLC. Robo Scorpions. Are you serious? Well, I guess that's a good way I guess that's one way to force me to stop playing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, well, that's